In this video, we'll learn about mood and figure, and more about categorical syllogisms, beginning chapter 5. So you'll remember from earlier in the semester that a syllogism is an argument with exactly two premises and one conclusion. A categorical syllogism, you may also remember, is a syllogism consisting of three categorical propositions, in other words, starting with the words all, no, or some that you've been using with proofs, and containing a total of three different terms. Here's an example. We have all soldiers are patriots, no traitors are patriots, therefore no traitors are soldiers. You can see, and I've put it here, that the terms are pairs. There are no more term complements when you're dealing with mood and figure or Venn diagrams. So it's going to be soldiers and soldiers, patriots and patriots, traitors and traitors. A further aspect of categorical syllogisms is that we have named, or we have names for each one of these terms. The major term is going to be the term that's in the predicate position of the conclusion. The minor term is going to be in the subject position in the conclusion, and the middle term is going to repeat in the premises but is not present at all in the conclusion. So here, soldiers would be your major term, traitors would be your minor term, and patriots would be your middle term. Accordingly, the major premise is going to be the premise containing the major term. The minor premise will be the premise containing the minor term. And we don't have such a thing as the middle premise because it's a middle term. If you are trying to determine the mood of an argument, the mood of an argument is simply the names of the letter statements in order from top to bottom. So if we put this original argument into standard form, all soldiers are patriots, no traitors are patriots, therefore no traitors are soldiers. And we're just going to go ahead and use S and P here because they've really given you very little choice and they're trying to make a point. So if we started off with the standard form, all S are P, no T are P, therefore no T are S. In order for it to be incorrect standard form, you not only have to do what we've been doing and use letters to represent the terms and use categorical propositions, but they also have to be in the correct order. So it has to be major premise, then minor premise, then conclusion. So it's very important from the beginning to identify the conclusion. It's easy here because there's a therefore, no real mystery there. In other examples, it will be more difficult. So here, we just want to make sure the major term is in the major premise, the major term in the major premise, that premise is listed first, and it is because the major premise is containing the major term S, and then the minor term T. This makes no T or P the minor premise, and it's listed second. So the mood is very, very simple. All you're going to do is list A, E, E, and that is the mood. But you can imagine if you had the wrong conclusion or if these were in the wrong order, you would get a different and incorrect mood. So be very careful when looking at mood. Next, we will look at how to determine figure.